really there was only a small group that were using. I mean, the pubs, that's a past era. I mean, at the moment you've got all the restaurants around and cafes, and there's more eating places and drinking places available than there was before. And I mean, in the day of the pub, there was really only 2 pubs in them.
Yeah.
And that was nowhere else to drink. At the moment you can drink anywhere, so really I don't think the pub was any loss. No, they won't. They won't. And if anything, they will gain value because you won't have the noise aspects of it, of a pub. And it probably isn't of great value while it's being built, but once it's been completed, it will be. It'll put the values up, if anything. No, it doesn't take away the view from anyone because the cliff is at the back, and it doesn't take the view from. Well, the end result was the person that put it on to sell, who tried to do the development himself, didn't have the finances. He really had no option, and the people that came in, which were Manson from Takapuna, was the only way he could have gone ahead with it. And so it really was opportune. Sure, if it had held on to it longer with the prices moving up, it might have been beneficial to him. But from an economic point of view, it was really, he had no option but to sell at that time. I think they probably did have it. It was a lovely idea, and it would have been lovely to have seen the original pub there with the restaurant upstairs and the verandas. But the question you've got to ask yourself is, would it ever, how long would it taken to be economically successful? And I suspect the first few people that would have gone into it would have lost a bundle on it. I mean, really, we've seen the theatre here, which has struggled for years, and that's not cost structure as much as that would be. I just think it would have been a lovely idea, but unfortunately we're at the end of the peninsula, and it might have washed its face over the summer, but in the winter it would have been running at a loss. When you say infrastructure, I mean, we're seeing upgrading of the ferry buildings, we are seeing that already. No, I just think that those had to happen in any case because of what we had there. I mean, the ferry building was built in 1989, if I remember rightly, and that really was a step forward, even though it cost a lot of retailers a lot of money. The previous wharf was a bit of a bomb site. But now it's the next step, and maybe you might see the wharf itself hasn't ever been an economic success retail, and a lot of people lost money, but I think this now maybe we'll see if it does work, this new concept. But I don't think the apartments had anything to do with it. I think that in the end it'll change for the better. I think it gives an opportunity for people, particularly in the generation 60 plus, who have got the villas, their family have grown up, they've got maintenance issues, and it's a concept of selling that villa, moving to something which is low maintenance, and even though pretty expensive at this point, but with the way the structure is moving, the house, the villas and bungalows are going up, it's going to be a bit more balanced as time goes on. And so I would think that they will be a success. Well, we stepped clear. Basically, originally the concept of them was that they were upstairs, downstairs, which isn't most properties for people over 65. They call the pancake concept, which is one level. Now, anything that's been 2 levels for 65, even if you've got a lift in it, isn't so effective. It's because you got to walk up and down. Even if you've got a lift, it's a pain. So a lot of these apartments are all one level. So walking into the bedrooms, bathroom, living rooms, all the same floor, so it's very easy to move around. And the best, most successful ones throughout Auckland, and you can take the downtown ones, have been on that, what's called the pancake, one level. It's not going to be as good as just one level. That's going to be, even though they've got lifts in each one, but there's certain maintenance issues on there. But, I mean, if you think, now you're downstairs, even if you got a lift, and you look up to your bedroom, coming back down, and as you, I mean, your age, you don't worry about it, but as they get older, your knees and everything else sort of becomes more of an issue. The original salespeople are people from out of the area, because Premium got hold of it, and there was the feeling locally was very anti the whole thing. We were originally in there, but we said that we felt the structure they were doing was quite incorrect, which didn't go down well with the owners, because they have got the permit only to go up and down. But I had experts from downtown who had done all those from Barfoot's. And as they've proven right, it's taken a long time to have gone that next step, and it's only by bringing in other financiers that he's managed to get this off the ground now. I only know of two people I know. They're both Kiwis. One is a person that lives locally. He happens to, and he has a place in Waiheke as well as in Noosa, and has this as a third place too. It's a lock up and leave. That's really where you're seeing it. It's a lock up and leave for those 65 plus people.